going to talk about the second nakshatra of Vedic astrology. This is Bharini. Bharini comes under, Aries sign from 1320 degree of Aries sign to 2640 of Aries sign. So that's entire portion is of Bharini nakshatra, domain of Bharini. And if I have to describe Bharini in one word, so I'll say extreme. They're very extreme people. Their mode of functioning is quite extreme. So one point to another, quite opposite polarization, you can say. So sometimes they are, they will act like a baby, and sometimes they're so mature. So sometimes they will talk immature. The next moment they will talk like very mature person. Sometimes they are very, childlike. Sometimes they will talk about, living full of life, and sometimes they will talk about death. What's there in this world, we should go away, all these things. So a extreme level of polarization is there, and these sort of people, actually I will say, they keep on going by their own instinct rather than rational thinking. So reasoning, rational thinking doesn't work because Mercury has no work over here. So they go by their own instinct, and they have inquisitive nature. It's like a child, he wants to know everything. Dad, what's this? How is this? Why it's happening? Why it's happening? How is like this only? Why it's not other way? So wo jo ek inquisitive mind has so much of questions. They want to live life like they want to experience everything. Like a child will feel like, I want to know everything. I want to experience everything the same way. They want to experience everything fullness. So that's what is Bharini. They want to live their life, and they go by instinct. So the overwhelming power of Bharini nakshatra is so much. At times it's very hard for them to resist that sort of power of Bharini. So they keep on going, that inquisitive mind, they keep on getting dragged here and there in many directions. So if the direction is good enough, then it's okay. If the direction is bad, then what will you do? So they need guidance. They need some understanding person's guidance so that they will be on the track. So once they are in track, they are having the guidance, and they know that they are not get drifted or derailed, then they can work better way. Bharini, entire nakshatra comes in Aries sign. And as I said, when I'm talking about nakshatra, it doesn't mean that the moon in Bharini. It can be you can relate that your ascendant is in Bharini, and you can quite relate to whatever I'm telling. So your ascendant is in Bharini, rising sign, rising degree is in Bharini. So perhaps you will see that you are a medium height person, and you are having very expressive eyes, and these people are having very different smile. The smile is something which will differentiate from other people, and very inquisitive eyes talks a lot for Bharini people. And they can have little curly hair or something, little medium, lips are not that thick. It's, you can say, a moderate thick lips. So there are different way of understanding, and they are mostly fair people, not much dark skinned people. Bharini people has very much creativity in them, because Bharini comes under Venus, because Venus is the nakshatra lord and Mars is the sign lord. So here Mars and Venus, they are working over here. The mode of working is on the basis of Mars and Venus, and Mars and Venus, whenever they are together, it talks about the creativity, fertility, interplay and sexual activities. So this is one nakshatra which talks a lot about fertility, creativity, interplay between fertility, sex and all these things. Now you can understand why Saturn gets debilitated here, because Bharini is the place which is very warm nakshatra, which is having lots of creativity and fertility, and Saturn is kind of abstraction. Saturn is cold, and Saturn has nothing to do with the creativity. So that's why in Bharini nakshatra, in Aries, especially in the Bharini nakshatra, that sign, that very degree, you can say, Saturn has no clue what to do with the creativity, fertility, and Saturn has no, warm, because Bharini is the womb of the mother, and that part is very very warm to keep your child warm and all. So that's where you can understand why Saturn goes debilitated over here in the Bharini. Mars Venus conjunction can also give similar sort of energy like your Bharini Nakshatra gives. So this is not exactly the same sort of energy, I will say the similar sort of energy Bharini gives, the Mars and Venus. Almost every planet does well in Bharini Nakshatra. It all depends where is the Bharini Lord Venus in your horoscope. If Venus is good, strong, positive in a, it's having good strength in the Shadval or sign wise, aspect wise, it's in a good position, then whatever the planet is in Bharini Nakshatra can do well in horoscope. So, and when we talk about the Bharini, it definitely you were thinking that what sort of profession we should go for. Though just one nakshatra, moon nakshatra or ascendant nakshatra cannot be the ultimate fixer of your profession, but still I will say in general anything related to children, babies, because I told you that it has many things to do about childbirth, fertility. So your babysitter, your nanny, your that play group, nursery, that school organizer, all these things, they are all, whoever is handling the baby things, that's all under Bharini Nakshatra. And Bharini is having the sexual part also, because Mars and Venus interplay. So your gynecologist, even Mars and Venus can make a person very good cook. So cooking, your service industry, hotel industry, and creativity, of course, entertainment world. How can you forget that one? Creativity, entertainment world, being actress, model, these, that, where you will show lots of your oomph and all. So that's it. Bharini. Now every other Bharini is not going to have the same sort of profession. There are different things. Now if I come to the Pada section, because in Bharini, in 1320 degree of Bharini also there are 4 parts. The first pada, which is from 1320 to 1640, you can say. So on that first pada, the person is a little bit of selfish, quite eccentric, but they have very strong willpower, and they know how to achieve. They are very good in achieving their goal. So this is a good thing actually. Almost Mars, Venus, Jupiter, they does good in this first pada, because whatever the planet will be in the first pada, it will go to Leo in Navamsha. Then the second pada, though they are very extreme people. I mean, Bharini itself is a very extreme people. Though Bharini means little chaotic, extreme, polarizing, all these things. Still, this is one pada, the most organizing one. Among Bharini, they are the most organizing, and they are hardworking. They understand what to do, when to do, all these things. Over here, the planet will go to, Varga Navamsha. So Mercury, Mars, Rahu, especially Rahu, they do well in this pada. Third pada, this is one pada which has no such idea about what is limit. When it comes to relationship, especially when it comes to sexual relationship or only relationship, romantic relationship, they don't know where to put the limit. They are just on and on. So this is limitless pada, you can say, of Bharini, the extreme thing. But this is one pada. They are quite, I will say fortunate one, because this is Pushkar Navamsha pada, because the planet goes from here to Libra Navamsha. So Venus, Rahu, Mercury, they do quite well in this pada. Or you can say that almost every other planet who is sitting in this pada does well, because this is Pushkar Navamsha pada. So ultimately we can expect something good. And the fourth pada, last pada, this is the pada, you can say they are very creative. They comes out with very original ideas. Quite original ideas. They are creative, and they try to go for creativity where they can show their talent, entertainment world, or something like this. So that's the fourth pada result I briefed you. Lastly, I will say these are the people, they always go through some very very adverse situation in their life, always having some struggle, some adverse. But the best part of Bharini is that it doesn't matter what is coming towards them. They will always beat that situation, and you just cannot suppress them. You cannot hold them back for having some obstacles in their life. Maybe once, twice. I mean, for a few moments they will be, they will be suppressed. They will be upset and all these things. But then they will bounce back. So this is the best functioning of Bharini, I would say. They are extreme people, but they know how to bounce back. Throughout their life they will go through some transformation, radical changes, but nothing can hold them for a long time. So whatever the turbulence is coming in their life, they will overcome it. And they are sort of taboo breakers. They don't like social code of conduct, the same stereotype, social norms. They just don't like it. They are very good in breaking all the social rules and regulation, norms and code of conducts. They just love to do that. These are the sort of people, they are extreme. That's the reason actually they keep on going through all the radical changes in life. So they keep on get evolved in their life, obviously, because they keep on going through all these changes in their life because of their extreme nature, because of their irrational and going by instinct. That sort of activity, it works better for them. And anything related to glamour world, anything related to sexual activity, you are a gynecologist, you are a sex counselor or something, so that comes under Bharini things. So how is going to be your other planets in Bharini going to give result? That I'll talk about maybe next I mean, when half of my disease will be done. So I'll be back soon with Kritika Nakshatra. So, and whoever is having Bharini Nakshatra, I am sure you people could relate to these Bharini things. So when you understood what is Bharini doing for you, what is the mode of functioning of Bharini for you, so you need to have a chat, because one thing is very much prominent in Bharini people. They need constant guidance, and once they have a very good guidance or advisor from a wiser source, it's not that from anyone, from a wiser resource they are getting some guidance and something, then they are the most you can successful one, because they know they're very extreme people. They, if they rigid also, if they feel that we need to reach somewhere, they will reach. You just cannot. So they need to make sure where they're reaching, so they can divert it very easily, as I said. So that's something you need to take care of. Rest is cool and fine, and I'm just saying bye for the time being, and I'll be back with Kritika.